You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
When you think of Australian rugby legends, one name that immediately comes to mind is James Slipper, or Slips, as just about everyone in the game affectionately calls him. After 15 years at the very top, Slipper has officially announced his retirement from Test rugby, bringing the curtain down on a truly extraordinary career. True to form, Slipper kept his retirement simple. Over a quiet 6:30 a.m. coffee in Perth with coach Joe Schmidt, he shared his decision. Then, in classic understated Slip style, he sent a short message in the Wallabies WhatsApp group. "Yeah, boys, my last one. Love ya." That was it. No fuss, no fanfare. It was a farewell perfectly fitting for a man who's always let his actions speak louder than words. When Slipper takes the field for his 151st and final test this weekend in Perth, he'll do so as the most capped Wallaby in history. That's 151 tests since his debut back in 2010 against England. 88 starts, 62 appearances off the bench, and a staggering 6,707 minutes of Test rugby. To put it simply, he's given everything to the gold jersey. Across his career, Slipper has played alongside 174 different teammates, nearly 20% of every Wallaby who's ever worn the jersey since 1899. That's a measure not just of his longevity but of his consistency and respect within the squad. His mates and coaches describe him as the ultimate teammate, loyal, tough, humble, and quietly hilarious. Stories about Slips have poured in from all corners of the rugby world. His old schoolmate Rob Simmons still laughs about how Slipper first became a front rower almost by accident in the under-15s, when he shrugged and said, "I'll do it, can't be that hard," before moving the scrum machine farther than anyone else ever had. Others recall his legendary toughness, like the time he played against South Africa with a torn MCL, or pushed through broken ribs without a word of complaint. And, despite being an introvert, he was always the first to grab a few beers after a match and share them with teammates and opponents alike. A reminder of the spirit that makes rugby special. Coaches who worked with him from school to the national side describe him as a born leader. Not because he shouted the loudest, but because he led by example. Even as a teenager, he was known for his grit, humility, and love for the game. As he bows out, Slipper leaves behind not just a record number of caps, but a legacy of resilience, loyalty, and authenticity. His journey, from a schoolboy standout at the Southport School to a Wallabies legend, has been defined by quiet strength and deep respect from everyone who's played alongside him. James Slipper never chased the spotlight. Yet in doing so, he became one of the brightest lights in Australian rugby. Stay subscribed for more videos.